Nobody's watching yet.
Nobody's watching.
I can't get his mirror because Mark waits on his way here, and Mike Scott goes in.
Oh, you need somebody watching it to see what. What do you mean by mirror?
Somebody to get it. People are going to the Occupy Philly live stream site right now, waiting for GA to start.
Right.
But somebody's got to rebroadcast my stream through that. Somebody's got to be at home in the studio, like redirecting my signal. But we don't have anybody doing that. So I sent out a tweet that I was going on. I'm hoping that somebody on the chat, Bob or somebody, posted my link in the chat, and that's someone will actually watch it.
The thing is, I try to explain that, they just don't get it.
We'll see. Mark's on his way here anyway. I haven't started, so.
It's all men again.
Yeah. Bad. We gotta stop this shit. We gotta rise up.
I think all the women are with us.
I wasn't.
Oh, the other site? Yeah? How many people are up there right now?
For the walkout? And
pretty successful. They had a successful day up in municipal services. They had their hearing today.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, no people up there. There was another hearing. They said it was packed. They passed him up there. I think Dublin was there.
I thought that was postponed. That's something else was postponed. The 14 people.
That's something to do with Wells Fargo.
Yeah, I was really blown away by how many fucking liberal shitheads I knew. I really was.
All about.
Yeah, it is. It is. And like, the thing is, like, I just do not understand the attitude that we have to start with, like, saying how and like, that's not what the main argument is, like, what the main educated like, people are saying, like, we have to do village too, so we know what the argument is. That, we're here now. Why don't we make a difference here where we can? I don't like it. Get it. No, I don't. I'm the resident anarchist. No one knows what I think that's just a problem that activists have, is that they go into a community that doesn't want to listen to them, and then the community will keep not listening to them by virtue of them originally not wanting to listen to them.
Wells Fargo 14 trial has been recent, I guess.
This was Occupy Fannie Mae. There was
Fannie Mae, yeah.
People there today.
You weren't there.
No,
I talked to somebody who was there because I want to know what the real story is on that.
Yeah.
It's a reverse mortgage. Yeah, it was like foreclosure.
first orders of who didn't violate the terms.
Yeah, that is.
What I understand, if you're as long as you're living there, you can stay there till you're dead. But unless you violate the terms,
sometimes you need that aggression from someone.
I mean,
I don't know if certain camps do that.
So she moved out or something?
Discretion, but on the other
That would be
hand,
it. Like maybe she moved out and was renting the house to her daughter or something.
the average guy
I don't know.
like just working.
That would be grounds for them, and then they wouldn't mail her a check, because then she's sort of like just taking advantage. She's getting a check from somebody who maybe she's rented to. She's getting a check from the house that she really doesn't own. I don't know what. I'd like to know what that story
They don't
is.
deserve aggression unless they're actively opposing. They deserve.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna give this to Dustin real quick.
Yeah. Interesting. Mayfair or somewhere like that.
Frankfurt and Norris, yeah.
I hear the other night saying he was occupied.
Should Occupied move up there?
Yeah, or have some sort of occupation.
It's a start one.
That's what
Live up there, started.
You can't just like go there and say, "Oh, we're here."
I haven't read it yet.
Yes, everybody wants to come this way and get around the chairs where we were in. Okay. Just more people can use it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I stated, I don't believe that we do have that one. Everybody hear me? Mic check. Mic check.
We're going to start with announcements and our report backs. If you want to get on stack, get my attention. What's your name? Scott has some.
About a month ago, my friend Alex and I made a proposal at a GA to do an Occupied Philly GA dedicated to debt and taxes on April 17th, tax day, and that's this Tuesday. And I wanted to let everyone know that we're going to, try and dedicate part of the GA to discuss people's personal situations with taxes and tax forms, and student loans and credit cards and all of that, and start to brainstorm some solutions for that. We're really lucky we got somebody from the Occupy Student Debt Campaign from New York to come down and talk about an action they're doing week after next, commemorating the $1 trillion mark of student loans. So I wanted to let people know that was happening, and also put on the agenda of finding out from someone where the GA was going to be that day, if it was going to be here at the Prince Center, so I can invite people to the right spot.
Does anybody else have an announcement for report back?
Yes.
Hit it.
So Occupy Pride from Occupy Your Alliance event yesterday. It's probably productive working. People got stuff done, and we're having another meeting on May 2nd. We would love if you're interested, please come. Our goal is to have some sort of a presence at Pride and reclaim the event for the general population.
We got to get out of here. We're not hanging around.
And not just those who are basically the 1%. And if you're at all interested, we're trying to get the meeting to be at Giovanni's room, but if not, we'll have a location on posters. So if you want to stay informed, see me and I'll get you on the list. Yes.
Before we go any further, as usual, we're actually short of a note taker. Is anyone willing to do this?
No, you do stack.
Stack or note take? What do you know?
No.
Oh.
No, stack.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Cool. Okay, notes. Actually, do you mind taking a second?
We got a 6-month Occupy anniversary going on up in New Haven, Connecticut. We've got already a carpool going up there. If anybody else is interested, let me or Brandy know. And then 2 days after this Sunday is the 6-month anniversary, and then 2 days later on the 17th, they're most likely going to get evicted. What? Yeah, it's the oldest occupation. It's still running. It's still going. They're pretty badass people. So, like I said, if you want to go, let me or Brandon know.
Where's that? That's not a Yale.
If you go to the train station there,
Legally speaking, still sitting in limbo here. Never received a citation. So we've been able to continue reaching out to the public here and having conversations, getting email addresses, informing them about things coming up, Mayday, sleeping at the banks, so on and so forth. So it's been pretty awesome. We don't really know where things are going to go, and we're kind of on standby with ACLU until things progress in some way or another. The bank sleep stuff has been really successful, in my opinion. The local law enforcement is working with us. I mean, they're not working against us, so I guess it's with us, right? In fact, we went over there early one night. And they sent a couple of cars out because they didn't know what was going on. So the team doesn't know. And they ended up calling the captain out. The captain, he sees it usually. He's like, "No, this is fine. They've been doing this every night. No big deal." Which is hilarious. And lastly, what I had, Bank of America is pretty much bankrupt. Like, they are right on the edge of being pushed over into having to be broke up into smaller banks. If we start maybe utilizing these bank sleep initiatives to sleep at Bank of America's, specifically in the next month or so, we might actually push that bank over and kill it, and have people encourage people to move their money into credit unions. So I'm going to be working on that. Feel free to hit me up if you're interested in pushing that message.
We can do. I let go of Bank of America. I was let go by Bank of America Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was.
That gets louder.
One stretch of that. I mean, I hate that bank. I worked for Merrill Lynch. I was a advisor. I've been through the whole realm. I worked for various firms that went under, and Bank of America is by far the worst company out there. One stretch, I was let go from them because they were helping me sell employee out with a internal questionnaire, and I was reporting to my manager, and I was fired for doing that. I was always the client first. I was actually let go for something that they call the Code of Ethics. I think it had to do with a couple of bonuses coming up. But, the strategy that you say right there, I mean, Bank of America pays the lowest risk of anybody out there. Credit union, you really want to talk about Bank of America. If you want to say that's what they're getting on their savings accounts, on their checking accounts, to tell them what credit unions they're actually doing and explain the difference between a credit union and Bank of America.
Right.
Sure numbers, they're going to get clients. Let's say I hate Bank of America.
So for anybody that couldn't hear that, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike?
Yeah. It's 50 on there.
Oh, yeah. Can you grab this information? That's awesome. He basically was giving his testimony to how shitty Bank of America is, and to if you're going to reach out to people that have Bank of America, do research on credit unions with them offering possibly the same kind of rates and interest rates and appeal to them that way.
Yeah, I just pay banks.
Anyways, Dennis and then...
I know all the banks are all.
Question. Do credit unions have lobbyists?
I don't think, and certainly, well, they might, I'm not sure, but certainly not in the mass numbers that Bank of America has.
But do they have lobbyists?
I don't know. I can't speak.
I'm just checking.
Credit unions are typically.
Yeah, I think that's research too, because every financial institution in this country has a lobbyist, and all lobbyists on the financial page.
And now you call it automatically.
Sounds like it's an effective campaign on Bank of America now. How can we step it up? Should we have a direct action and try to educate people out there one day in front of Bank of America? And can we start to coordinate this on a national level between all occupies, maybe through Inter-Occupy? I don't know about what I'm saying. It's a possibility there, but definitely. Yeah. They're down. Let's step on it.
There's an Inter-Occupy call on the 16th for this very thing. New York on the 17th is having a run on Bank of America. Things where I think people are literally going to be like marathoning around Bank of America. They're doing something silly there. It's pushing out, it's pushing big, and we could push it further. I totally agree. We can hop on that bandwagon and help it out because we really could, I think, take down that fucking bank. I had 1, 2, 3. The guy behind him, and then
I got John.
right quick. Jim, it's all on him. It's all on Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was on the Inter-Occupy call last night, and Atlanta, which is really active, called for exactly that, bank action. That's exactly what they called for. Also, they talked about disrupting shareholder meetings and shutting down corporations in that way, but occupying branch offices of banks to shut that branch down as long as they possibly do it. That's kind of what they were talking about last night in Atlanta. They also talked a lot about foreclosure things that are going on everywhere in the country. One of the things I talked about with New York was New York is doing this in the communities, and they have a name for it. It's called, let's see, what's it called? It's like an outreach. If I can find my notes, that'd be great. They talked about the 99 Spring Movement. There's some information there about it. To stay connected, sign up to do trainings if you can, but there's a lot of those training things going on. I'm going to the United Auto Workers up in Fort Washington on Monday evening, 7 o'clock. We all know about Arch Street. Saturday, be there for that. United Auto Workers, I want to see what they're doing for May Day. There at Fort Washington at 7 o'clock on where Temple University has a campus there. You can find that, on your computer somewhere. I can't find it what they call it in New York, but it's really New York. Neighborhood assemblies is what they're calling. So not Occupy moving into neighborhoods, neighborhood assemblies starting up as kind of autonomous things, and Occupy being somehow part of that. So that was Inter-Occupy last night.
One more thing I want to ask you. Kobe Bank is supposed to be connected to Wells Fargo, or whatever. Why is they robbing people? What's going on? I have a friend who's very angry about this. Why are they robbing people and doing illegal things? Anybody knows why?
Money. Money. Greed.
Well, they're going to find somebody's going to see them rob that bank or whatever. Yeah. make sure they're okay over here.
Stand by.
Hey, Trish.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not sure. I just kind of wanted to check about what just to go back a couple steps, maybe before we got into this discussion about Bank of America. Like what saying at the beginning about the GA on Tuesday, if it's all right to promote that it's going to be here, because I'm trying to get other people to talk about being in debt and how to avoid paying it, which is another good way of taking down banks. Does it make sense, considering like the legal situation here, to just say come here 7 o'clock Tuesday?
Should we do a straw poll? Should we everybody who is in favor of meeting for GA on Tuesday the 17th at this location, rain or shine, show support? Anybody who...
Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of it. I'd like a clarification because I couldn't hear.
Okay.
Clarification.
First.
Yeah, well, about a month ago, me and a friend of mine made a proposal to do a GA, devote part of the GA on tax day to a discussion of debt and taxes and how that affects people's lives and what's the, like, kind of some of the political stuff behind it and not deal with that individually. And I just wanted, I'm trying to, like, promote it on Facebook and put flyers out there and all that, and I just want to know where to do it because I know that, like, the legal situation could be changing here. And I just want to ask if it's okay, just tell people to come here for this GA.
There should be a plan B. Somebody, if that doesn't,
Okay,
doesn't work
so
out, there should be a plan B spot. The Penthouse Square.
It's narrow.
Okay.
Why not at the front center if we can't do here?
okay, so if I may, can we agree that on Tuesday the 17th, if the weather is permitting, to meet here, and if not permitting, to meet at the Friends Center on 15th and Cherry? Does that sound like something that we can do a straw poll about? Is anybody convinced that having a vote on this is a bad idea? Okay, so should the GA on Tuesday the 17th be here for good weather, Friends Center for bad weather, all in favor? Is there anyone who's diametrically opposed? Absolutely will not have that state. That looks like consensus. Tuesday the 17th, GA here. If it's stormy or otherwise not permitted, Friends Center. And then everybody tell your friends, neighbors, and fans. Okay, and that sort of is the quick and easy on that?
That's it, yeah.
Okay. A question regarding that directly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you put something around here to let the public know that there's something that's supposed to be happening in regard to tax?
Yeah.
You guys tomorrow.
We'll put some posters and stuff like that.
Y'all, take care, y'all.
What's that?
Tax education.
Yeah.
Advertising based on tax day. We were going through if anybody has a report back. Well, do you want to go first?
Well, I wanted to get back to the thing I was speaking about with Bank of America. They did the street theater for the Aramark building.
Okay.
And that was, the street theater that they did, the March to Aramark, and then the street theater with projections, had overwhelming success on YouTube and all over the place. And I think they should do that same approach with the Bank of America.
Okay.
And also solicit the schools with talent, like, in New York it's really big.
Right.
But any schools that have the theater or whatnot, or the School of Rock or whatever, have some of those people get involved. That way you're doing outreach at the same time, and you're picking up numbers as you go.
Excellent.
I report back from the Interfaith Working Group. Two of our members, a reverend and a rabbi, went to Occupy Faith in Oakland, California, and last month, March 22nd. And what they're going to do is get videotape stories about economic inequality. So we're going to encourage people to, make their own videos, and then we're going to have a video booth, and it's leading up to late May, and then we're going to keep rolling. We're going to try to make a 5-minute Vine television video too, just to try to see if we can make it 5 minutes, so we'll be able to keep rolling out that. That's what is going to go on nationally through the faith community. And Occupy Tank China. There's still a tent out there, so,
That's true, they're still going?
There's still a tent out there. I'm almost afraid to walk.
Let me meet up with you after GA.
Anthony's still up.
Anthony's still Anthony.
Oh, well, okay.
Sorry, that's that.
And then Dave, you had a report?
Yes. This Sunday at 17th and Chestnut. Wait, I'm trying to remember the actual building facility. It's 17th and Chestnut. I'll get that in a second. There is a long-term organizing meeting from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And this is for everyone involved in Occupy. So it's going to be a huge thing, and it's basically long-term organizing for out over here at Independence Mall and various other locations. But this is like really a very high critical meeting where a lot is going to be reviewed and laid out. And I recommend, for those available, check it out. And every week, say what? Yes, thank you. The International House. That's the location.
It's going?
Yeah, 17th and Chestnut. And, anyways, and then there's a weekly. Yeah, 12 to 8, and then each Wednesday there is a long-term organizing meeting. From what I understand, there's several groups that are working on long-term organizing, but at Lava Zone each Wednesday night at 8 o'clock is long-term organizing over there, and that's focused more on community organizing. So anyways, I recommend people please check it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add on to that.
Yeah.
Right? So from 37th to Chestnut Sunday, and I would discussion, an all-day discussion of Occupier about where we are, where we're going. And so it's not the same thing as a long-term Occupier working group. That's separate from that.
Yeah. This is like what's the title?
Long-term brainstorm session, all-day brainstorm.
Okay, then all right. I was just told that's what it's called, but whatever it's called, yeah. It's a brainstorm.
And then clarifying.
Yeah.